Welcome to ILFL Soccer Night. You're watching us live on NTV channel 852. Tonight's program is very fun-packed and there's lots of things to go through. We've got two games to show you. On top of that, we've got the League Cup preliminary rounds to go through, the Veterans Tournament draw to do, and the very popular Champions Cup draw to do as well. So without any delays, we'll go to our first game, which is the Premiership clash between Beaumont versus Island. There we have it. Beaumont versus Island. That was a 9-goal thriller. Rashid, you were there at that game. What's happening with Beaumont? 6 goals conceded again?
Well, to be honest, it was a bit of a scrap game. Both were very challenging teams. Both went to obviously looking for wins, obviously trying to qualify for the League Cup itself. Ireland, I have to give credit. At the end of the day, they scored the goals. They took their chances. Beaumont, they seem to be struggling for some reason. I know Tanjimi, the new manager, is trying out new things. So hopefully during the season, it's the first time in the Premier League. I'm hoping that as time goes along, we'll get better and push up the league.
Well, you know, Ireland dark horses going about doing their own business and 3 points bagged.
I must say one thing though. I know I spoke to Babu and he said to mention on the TV the goal he scored was actually a cross. He done a Townsend on Sunday, so it wasn't an attempted goal. He made a cross, but the wind actually helped him. So Babu, that was not a attempted goal. It was a cross, and you were lucky the goal went in.
Right. Okay. If we run through the other results, because we don't have much time really. So if we take a look at the screen. As we saw, the Beaumont lost by 6-3 to Ireland. Bromley and Sire, there was another 11-goal thriller. Bromley winning 8-3 against Sire. Cannon beat narrowly Bricklane by the odd goal with 4-3 scoreline. London Tigers, again another convincing win against Newark, beating the youngsters 9-4. And Poplar lost narrowly to Stepney 2-1. Rashid, the Tigers 9, I think that was expected, but Newark to score 4 goals past Tigers, you know, that's got to be confidence for the young boys.
It was, but what it is, they were playing actually next to us, and I was watching their game as well. And credit to Newark, although they were losing at that time by 5 goals, they actually came back and scored 4 goals in a spell of 10 minutes. So it was encouraging to see that they're trying, but it's going to be a long season for them. The only thing I can suggest is that obviously the next few games they get the more players and keep on building and trying, because as themselves and Sire are still struggling to get the first win, so it'll be interesting to see how they perform and how they, you know, arrange themselves for the following weeks to come.
Okay, great. If we have a look at the league table as things stand in the Premiership, we can see that London Tigers are flying higher on 16 points, followed closely by Poplar, Cannon on 12 points, and then Stepney and Bromley trailing at 11 and 10 respectively. Sadly, at the bottom, as Rashid has just mentioned, Sire and Newark are sitting at the foot of the table looking for their first win of the league. There are only 2 Premiership fixtures on Sunday, and they are Cannon versus Bromley and Stepney versus London Tigers. Both look very, very tasty, to be honest. What are your quick thoughts on that, Rashid?
Just before that, if you just want to go back to the table, obviously you can verify the 5 teams that actually automatically qualify for the League Cup, which we're going to do the draw later on.
Yep.
So if you just want to mention the 5 teams that actually qualify, and that's why they have no fixtures for next week. They're actually playing the league games itself.
Yeah, it's a good point, Rush. The automatic qualifications for the League Cup are London Tigers, Poplar, Cannon, Stepney, and Bromley. All the big boys, really. And talking of the League Cup, we've got a kind sponsors here, Fockrul Hawk from Tower Hamlets Homes. Welcome, Fockrul.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you guys. So we'll do the draw in a little while for the preliminary round of the League Cup. But I think this is your time to obviously highlight Tower Hamlets Homes and say a few things about our partnership work, really.
I mean, from Tower Hamlets Homes, we've been sponsoring the League Cup for the last 2 years. In terms of the work you guys do, it's absolutely fantastic. Really fits into a lot of the work that we as a housing organisation do. You know, we are a housing organisation. We manage about 22,000 properties in Tower Hamlets on behalf of Tower Hamlets Council. We're investing £180 million into the housing stock, but it's not just about housing. We want to kind of develop communities. We want to help, you know, improve the communities and neighbourhoods where our housing is. So, you know, this partnership with ILFL is part of our wider programme of community investments. We've got a number of various different initiatives we're doing. I mentioned the £180 million decent homes in program that we've got. As part of that, you know, we just recently held a really big jobs fair in York Hall. You know, close to 1,000 people came. We're hoping to recruit a lot of local people into employment. but also, we are looking at supporting local businesses. So we've got a business day. So any local businesses out there who are in the construction sector, looking for kind of opportunities to get new contracts or wanting to kind of develop themselves as a business, on the 31st of this month, 31st of October, we've got a business day. If there's anyone out there who's interested in taking part in the business day, we'll have all our contractors there. Please visit our website, just Google Tower Hamlets Homes, or visit our Facebook page, Tower Hamlets Homes, and you'll see the range of different opportunities available, both to individuals but also to local businesses.
Good, and I'm sure we'll forward all that information onto our members through our whole email circulation as well. But I think we need to now do the League Cup draw, sponsored by Tower Hamlets Homes. So I think if Fokhrul picks out the home teams, and Rashid can pick up the away teams.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so sorry. So the first team, it's Bow.
Bow from the first division versus.
I'll do the away team. It is Brick Lane.
Brick Lane from the Premiership.
Interesting. Stepney B.
Stepney B, the newcomers of the first division.
This should be interesting. They play. Beaumont, my team.
Beaumont.
Okay.
The Premiership.
The next team is Weavers.
Yeah, Weavers from the first division.
We'll play Newark.
We'll play Newark, the young boys from the Premiership.
Next one is Ireland.
Ireland from the Premiership.
We'll play Badet.
We'll play Badet from the first division.
Lotus.
Lotus from the first division.
Have interesting clash with SCTA.
We'll play SCTA also from the first division. And the last draw of the night.
Finally, Iltown.
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 Iltown will play
Iltown.
the Shadows Sire.
Iltown will play Sire. We'll take a short break now, and when we come back, I'll run through the fixtures once again very quickly for you.
You are watching ILFL Soccer Nights.
Sponsored by Mashuri এবং Hawk and Eagle.